Jenny speaks a lot. Hi. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to put this somewhere. I feel like I'm being guided towards doing that and sharing my voice more, whether it's singing, whether it's speaking. And I'm just trying it out for myself to see, but I kind of just wanted to do a recap on the year of 2024. It's currently December 2nd, and I'm already feeling emotional. I haven't even started. Oh God. The year went, it flew by. There are moments during the year where I was like, gosh, this is so long. And now that it's almost over, I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything that happened this year. I think it really was a year of death and rebirth. We went through many cycles of losing some and winning some. I think everything that I've gone through really taught me something. Like, nothing was for nothing, you know? And that's what I'm very grateful about in 2024. I'm grateful for the new friendships made. I'm grateful for the friendships lost. I'm grateful for the friendships that I've reinforced. And why am I saying that I'm grateful for the negative and the positive? It's really because I've learned something through each and every single one of those lessons, if I may say. And I got the chance, the opportunity, I'd say, this year to really reconnect with myself. So, reconnecting with myself means that I really got to spend a lot of time in isolation. A lot of it was, how do you say that? Unintentional. And a lot of it was also very intentional. The isolation. In a way, I think it's a period that I really needed for me. I think since COVID, I've been a little confused about many things. I've been feeling very disconnected of everything. Mainly me. And one thing that COVID really made me wonder was if everything that I had done prior was for me, or if I was living somebody else's life all along. And I was living somebody else's life all along. I think I had the right intentions, and I just got lost in expectations and not wanting to disappoint and things like that. And now I'm 25, and I've been very confused since I was maybe a teen. And in a weird way, COVID kind of saved my life. I don't know who I would have been today had COVID not happened. I think that things would have been very different because I was going in a totally different direction from the one that I'm going in now. And I feel like if people looked on the outside and saw me, they'd feel like I was going backwards. But I have never felt better about myself and about my decisions. I think I really learned how to prioritize myself. I really learned how to choose myself this year. And it was something I never thought. I never knew how to do. It's like looking back at everything that I've done so far, which is really, I want to say which is not a lot, but I'm also learning not to talk myself down. I've done many things. Looking back, I don't regret any of them, and it felt like I was doing them for me, you know? I was so sure of that before I had this moment of calmness, of stillness. It's crazy because COVID was calmness and chaos at the same time. And tragedies happen. It's undeniable. And I cannot ignore that. But the personal time that I had during that chaos is actually something that quite literally saved my life. 2024 was a very special, magical year that I can say I'm very grateful for. I've learned a lot. I've cried, I've laughed. I've learned how to strengthen my boundaries, how to listen to myself, my body, my intuition, and a lot of things that I used to accept or tolerate, I did not anymore. And it feels good because I want to be stronger, you know, as I go along. And I think being strong is something that always triggered me because I'm a woman of color, okay? I'm a Black woman, and hearing that Black women are so strong and resilient and independent and da-da-da. I think it was a trigger because I never felt like that at all. And I learned how to view it as something positive, you know, instead of something that was just put on us so that we kind of keep pushing until we collapse. I think being strong is also recognizing when you need to stop, when you need to take a step back and look at everything that you've done and ask yourself the right questions. And I am proud of myself and of how far I've come. And maybe to the external gaze, it's like, what have you done? But the very important thing that I learned is that the external gaze does not matter all that much. Really not as much as we think. The first step is really recognizing your own efforts, recognizing your own value, taking a step back and seeing all of the steps you've taken to get to where you are today. And I pray to be her. I pray to be me, you know, to go after my dreams, to believe in myself, to love myself, to listen to myself. I prayed to be me for a very long time, and I am. And I want to bask in this feeling. I want to bask in the knowing that I accomplished something that I never thought I would. And it's not the result that matters, but the process. That process really got me to be closer to myself, to be closer to God, to my spirituality, to my music. And I'm still learning, and I think it's going to be a lifelong thing, a lifelong journey, little adventure, you know. And I'm excited to see where it's going to take me. I'm excited to see what other realizations I'm going to make, what I'm going to discover, what I'm going to create, who I'm going to become. I'm curious. I'm excited. And I'm grateful for everything and for everyone in my life. You're all little sparkles of magic in my heart. You make everything just better and worth it. You make everything tangible, you know? Sometimes it's like I'm living in a dream like everything is an illusion, and then I have a little glimpse of what life actually means and what it actually is. And it's love. Unconditional love. Forgiveness. Empathy. Attentiveness. Faith. And that goes for other people and for yourself as well. So, yeah. I'm grateful for 2024. And I'm just hoping that 2025 will be a whole lot better. Bye!